What is up, guys? It is that time of the month again, which means it is time for another Q&A video. This is the 10th Q&A, so in honor of this Q&A, I am going to be doing something a little bit special. And since it's that time of the year, it's spooky month and the whole bit, expect some Halloween-related questions in it. You know, some scary, spooky questions, you know? Just in honor of Spooky Month. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the Q&A. Question number 1 is from Joshua the Apex Dinosaur, and the question is, have you seen Stranger Things? If so, what are your thoughts? Okay. I am going to try and keep this brief, because there is a lot to talk about. And if I just talk about all the details and I go in depth on the series, because there's a lot to cover, we're going to be here all day, maybe even for the next couple of days. So I will try my best to keep it under a millennium, but I don't make any promises. Alright, here are my thoughts on Stranger Things. The first 3 seasons were really good. They were really good. If there were some key scenes, I might talk about some key scenes. It's probably in season 3, you know, the never-ending story theme. You know, when Dustin and Susie start singing Never-Ending Story out of nowhere. That was just so random and out of nowhere. It was so funny. I could not stop laughing when they did that. Like, oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing. And when they tried to do it again in season 4, my god. I can't really remember anything from season 1. I guess, other than 11. I mean, 11's actually one of my favorite characters. Millie Bobby Brown does a really good job as the character. I actually got introduced to her through Godzilla King of the Monsters, and yeah, yeah, she was really good in that, and she was really good in Godzilla vs. Kong, and of course she's really good in Stranger Things. And I was pretty late to Stranger Things. I didn't start watching that show till 2018, 2019, I'm not 100% sure. When it comes to underrated characters, I would have to say Billy Hargrove. I know he was a bit of a jerk to Max, and I felt bad for Max and everything. And at first I hated him. But after I saw what happened, like, when it comes to him and dealing with his dad, then I kind of felt bad for him, you know, because he's only that way because his dad treats him that way, you know? And honestly, I felt kind of bad for Billy Hargrove. When it comes to my favorite characters, I would have to say it's a tie between Eddie Munson and Steve Harrington. Eddie is just the funniest, and Vecna had to do him dirty like that with season 4. How could Vecna do that to him? Like, killing off Chrissy in front of Eddie, I actually felt bad for Chrissy. Vecna is probably one of the worst characters out there. Like, I never really liked him. Like, because he kills off my favorite characters, you know? I mean, the nerdy kid I didn't really care about, so Vecna killing him, I wasn't too fussed about that. I forget who else he killed, I don't know, but he killed someone else, I forget who. But the ones I felt bad for were definitely Max and Chrissy, especially Chrissy. She did not deserve that. She did not deserve that at all. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Stranger Things. It's a roller coaster of emotions. It's just all over the place. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Stranger Things? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's move on to question 2. Also, if you want me to go more in depth on Stranger Things and you want me to review all the seasons and whatnot, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make some separate videos covering those seasons of Stranger Things. And also, when Season 5 comes out, I will watch it. Question 2 is from Cole Warner Reviews, and the question is, have you seen the Halloween movies? I'm guessing you're talking about Michael Myers. I've only watched the original movie the whole way through, and it's a really good movie. I don't really watch the sequels that much, because, you know, there's kind of too many sequels out there. There's like Halloween 2, Halloween 4, Halloween 5. I skipped Halloween 3 because Michael Myers isn't in that movie. But yeah, and the rest of them, Michael Myers is in the movie. But yeah, I've watched the original and only the original so far. And honestly, it's a really good movie. You know, it's very scary. Michael Myers is absolutely terrifying, and it's just an overall terrifying movie. I might make a review on that movie at some point. So if you want me to do a review, let me know in the comments down below. Question 3. From Jurassic Master Extinction. What if they added prehistoric mammals to Jurassic World Evolution 2? I mean, Camp Cretaceous introduced the Smilodon. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, we already had a Camp Cretaceous DLC, which added Monolophosaurus and Scorpius Rex. And we've also had skins, like we had Big Edie, which was a Season 4 skin. And we've also had Toro, Bumpy, Pierce, you know. And, I mean, it is possible we could get, like, a Manticorp DLC, which adds the Smilodon, the Nothosaurus, and what's the other thing? The Spinoceratops, the other hybrid. And I'm still waiting on the Secrets of Dr. Wu hybrids to return. You know, like Ankylodocus, Spinoraptor, and Stegoceratops. Because, you know, they were, like, really good hybrids, and they were just awesome creatures, especially Spinoraptor. I want them to come back in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Why Frontier didn't put them in here, I have no idea. And as for the prehistoric creatures, let me answer the question. So, it is possible. If they can add Dimetrodon, then Ice Age creatures aren't too far out of the realm of possibility. I mean, we've already had Smilodon in Camp Cretaceous, so there is a chance that we might get Cenozoic creatures, like the Mammoth, the Terror Bird, Andrewsarchus, the Cave Bear, Arctodus, Paraceratherium. It's possible, you know? Either that, or we'll have to wait for Jurassic World Evolution 3 or something crazy like that. But yeah, that's my thoughts. It would be nice if they added Cenozoic creatures like prehistoric mammals and whatnot, but I don't know. I mean, they need to work on their aquatic roster and their pterosaur roster because there aren't too many pterosaurs or aquatics, so I feel like there needs to be an aquatic and a pterosaur pack just so we can fill up their aquatics and pterosaurs. Alright, moving on. Question 4 is from Fletcher Mason. Which doll do you find the scariest, Chucky or Annabelle? I'm not too familiar with Annabelle. I'm very familiar with Chucky, but I'm not too familiar with Annabelle. She kind of has that creepy vibe. She's kind of the female equivalent of Chucky in a way. I mean, I wouldn't say that because Annabelle is a more intimidating doll, while Chucky kind of looks goofy looking in my opinion. And I guess when it comes to more terrifying, it depends on which version of Chucky you're talking about. If you're talking about Child's Play 1 through 3 Chucky and Curse and Cult of Chucky, then yeah, he's pretty terrifying. But if you're talking about Bride and Seed Chucky, then yeah, he's not really that terrifying in those movies. I feel like they leaned more towards comedy than they did horror in that. Seed and Bride kind of ruined the series in my opinion. But if I had to pick, since I'm more familiar with him, I would have to say Chucky. If it's Child's Play Chucky and Cult of Chucky and Curse of Chucky, then yeah, Chucky would be more terrifying. But if you're talking about Bride and Seed Chucky, then Annabelle will take the cake. More terrifying. It basically depends on which version of Chucky and which version of Annabelle you're talking about. I'll probably have to watch the Annabelle. I think she's part of the Conjuring series. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, I'll have to look into that at some point. Final question for today is from Brent Gibson. And the question is, what inspired you to make Thomas and the Multiverse 1 and 2? As for the first movie, I would have to say No Way Home has a lot to do with it. You know, because Spider-Man No Way Home was a really good movie, and I've always loved the concept of the multiverse. It was just a really cool concept. I've always imagined myself in other scenarios, like other universes. Like maybe a universe where I'm a woman, or a universe where there's two of me, or something like that, you know, like twins. But yeah, like I've always been, you know, or a universe where I'm a jock instead of a nerd. But yeah, I've always been fascinated by the multiverse. And Thomas and the Multiverse 1 was inspired by Spider-Man No Way Home. That was my inspiration in that. And maybe a little bit of Ultimate Spider-Man. As for 2, I'm not really too sure. I think it's more of an original story than anything. I mean, there's references to other movies. Like, I made a Jurassic World Dominion reference in one of my clips. But yeah, and as for the movie itself, it's coming along nicely. I'm still thinking on the Halloween release. I think it'll be coming out soon. But it might change in the future. And if we get this channel to 70,000 subscribers, I will release it on the Jason Sheeran channel as well. So get this channel to 70,000 subscribers and I'll release it. Also, we have a bonus question from David/Thomas, and the question is, what are your plans for Halloween? My plans for Halloween probably consist of what I would normally do on Halloween. You know, just like edit videos. Maybe I'll make something spooky. I guess my plan so far is to make Thomas and the Multiverse 2 release on Halloween on the Unique Guy 24 channel. It could change in the future depending on how long it takes, but I don't know. But yeah, so far my plan is still Halloween. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. But before we leave, I have a question for you guys. What are your plans for Halloween? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Also, if you have any more questions for me, let me know in the comments down below. And who knows, they might make it to Q&A 11. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. So long.